Hello, it's Marian here from Gardens of Delight and Crazy Old People, and today I'm going to be making some fresh greens Christmas arrangements. This video has actually been a request, so I'm happy to show you how. First things first, I have some floral foam, which is it's like a foam that you can buy that you soak in water, and it comes in a brick, and I've put them into these containers. I chose these containers because they're quite affordable. They have handles that I can pick them up, and also they have no holes in them, so they're watertight. Once I get these arrangements into place, I will water them so they can freeze in, and then they're sturdy and the greens are watered. If you hear rustling in the background, that's my little dog. Dude, what are you doing now? He's finding new things to play with. So, let's get going. First step, one of my arrangements is going to be contemporary, and one of my arrangements is going to be traditional. So the steps are quite similar, so it's just a choice of what you use. I have cedar, fresh cedar, been stored in a cool place, so it's going to stay good. And I have fresh ponderosa pine. That's the pine with these nice long needles. And I have Douglas fir, which I like because it's a softer fir than some of the others. I like the look of it better. So I'm going to choose branches because I like to make upright branches to give the arrangement height, and my choices are going to be different for the contemporary than they are for traditional. With the traditional one, I have dogwood, which is nice, has a nice red color. I'm just going to stand it up in the floral foam. I don't want to spread it too far into to the sides because this is going on someone's porch. I don't know their house. I don't know exactly how much space they have. So I want to make sure they can get their door open. And one in the middle. These don't have to be precise. And for the contemporary, I'm going to use some white and some silver. What I did was I took dogwood left from the previous year and I spray painted it white. I really like the look of this. These are some dogwood that I painted silver. I really like the look of this. Just chrome spray paint. Cedar is the first layer in the pots. So with the cedar, I'll cut it. Cedar bends, so I like to bend the bottom layer so that it comes down and covers up the pot. These other small pieces can be used just to fill in the green. They'll be on the bottom, so it won't matter that they're not perfect. I like to use these center pieces off the cedar for in the middle because they stand up so nicely. I'm going to just go ahead and do this, and you can watch in fast motion. So I have my first layer of greens on, and my next layer is going to be the Ponderosa Pine, which I just love how it drapes. It has such a nice flow, and here we go. So when I did the pine, you probably noticed when I do the cedar, I slope it downward. When I put the layer of pine in, I put it on about a 45-degree angle, and that creates some movement upward in your arrangement. So now, oh, there's a little piece of cedar. Might as well stick it in. Now the fir, and I don't use as much fir as I do the other greens. I like using it simply for an accent. It's quite beautiful, but it can be overdone. It can look dry if you use too much. So, a little bit of fir. See how that's filling out? You have to always be conscious of the direction of everything. Every fir and cedar in particular have a front and a back. So make sure that if you know the direction that your arrangement is going to be facing, make sure the front is showing. Because I don't know how these are going to sit, I want to make sure it's fairly well rounded as to the direction. Then I just go through the arrangement, take off the needles so that when you put it in, it's not going to split your foam. You see how that just adds a little bit of something, something. I'm concentrating so hard because I'm trying to be efficient for the sake of filming, and also because there's not a high profit margin in these arrangements. So time is important. So I have the greens in, and I've looked at the arrangement and decided where the front is. And I think on this one, the front is here. Because it looks better. Each of these arrangements took about 4 bundles of greens total, and 1 bundle of sticks, whatever kind you choose. Just keeping you up on how much everything took. So the next thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of detail to help these come to life. So for my contemporary, I'm going to choose some silver. I think some white. silver and white again. I really quite like these. These little picks will help to create the personality that I'm looking for in here. Now I need some silver in the middle here. So let's see how this looks. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to go overboard with it. I mean, Christmas arrangements are overboard. That's just the way it is. And I think I'm going to give these little decor pieces a bit more personality and just spread them a little. That's the other thing people don't realize. Just because you buy it flat doesn't mean it needs to stay flat. It's wired. So do what you want with it. See how nice that is. And I want a pop of something in here. Do I want this? Yep. Look at that. Now, I'm going to add some nature. This is just a sugar cone that I spray painted silver with the chrome spray paint. And when I put them into the arrangement, I like to hook them on to one of the big sticks because it makes it more sturdy. And I just use my florist wire to attach it. Wrap it through the cone. Give it a twist. There. There's my contemporary. So the traditional, we're going for the red and more of the red tradition. Of course. I'm going to put some of these. And that's what brings the traditional aspect into this arrangement. Now some cones. Isn't that funny? That just fell on the floor for me. Thank you. Quite nice. There's a simple Christmas arrangement, and hope you can follow along. I hope you learned something. It's quite simple. It just takes some patience and an eye for detail. This is my traditional and the contemporary. And those will be delivered today. And if you'd like an arrangement, message me. If you'd like a class, I can teach a class. We'll make arrangements. So message me if you're wanting some more information. I'd be happy to help. Merry Christmas from Gardens of Delight and from Crazy Old People. Enjoy your season.